am Savvy Mike, and this is I Am Savvy Mike TV. And we have Stephen A. Smith doing an interview with Big Boy TV, of course, talking about his beef with LeBron James. And he basically says he never, and I mean he never, personally attacked LeBron's son, Bronny James. Basically saying that LeBron pulling up on him and telling him to keep his son's name out of his mouth and looking like he was about to smack him like Will Smith smacked Chris Rock at the Oscars was unwarranted. Shouldn't have did it, and it wasn't right. And I agree with Stephen A. Smith here. Let's listen.
Or was it personal?
Totally professional. Mm-hmm. I stand on that. And I told people I was not going to talk about it. I'm tired of talking about it.
Well, we haven't talked about it.
Yeah, right. But I'm just answering your question. You know, I'm here. I'm answering your question. Hold me accountable for what you know and what you see. And hold me accountable for what I say. Don't make shit up. And there's a lot of people out there doing that. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. Worries. You know, that really bothers me. And here's the reason why. Bronny James is in high school. I'm out here in L.A. a lot. I never went to Sierra Canyon. Mm-hmm. Because I knew if I walk in, I'm at a point in time in my career where this is what I do. I'm at the top of the heap, God willing, as long as it's going to be. Sure it's going to be, but it's been here. I walk into a high school gymnasium where his son is. Everybody and their mother's going to ask me what you think. And I didn't feel like that was fair to that kid at all. So I never went to watch him play. Not one time. Never went to watch him. He makes the McDonald's All-American team. My colleague, Kendrick Perkins, a former high school All-American in 2003 with LeBron, who's known LeBron for decades, says, quote, I ain't never seen no McDonald's high school All-American that was averaging 14 points a game. Mm. Questioning the legitimacy. I say nothing. He's supposed to go to college. He's going to USC. Then, unfortunately, he had the heart ailment. Mm-hmm. Thank God he survived. He's okay. Nothing but well wishes. I say nothing but that. His pops comes out. My son's better than some NBA players right now. Strike one. Can't do that as the NBA players. Very disrespectful to them to say something like that. Then, son's going to enter the NBA draft. There are no collegiate credentials, but cats come from high school to college, so that happens. No problem. I say nothing. After that, LeBron says, if you want me, draft my son. Strike 2 and 3. Now you're circumventing the merits. Now you're saying, forget whether he's ready or not. Do it for me. How you think that's going to fly? Now, to the average person out there, you know what they're thinking. Nepotism happens in corporate America all the time. No problem. Nepotism happens in sports. Coaches, executives, fine. Mm-hmm. No problem. Which is why, again, we didn't say anything. But what we're missing is that those 15 roster spots on a team, there's a lot of young brothers out there starving for it. Bust their tail, put in the work, produce the results that don't have a daddy doing that. They ain't in a position like that. We ignore all of it. All of it. Especially me. I say nothing. I can't tell you how many agents and how many coaches and how many executives said, Stephen A., when you don't say something, you ain't said a damn thing. I ain't getting in all of that, y'all. Nah. Stuff happens in corporate America all the time, blah, 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 because LeBron earns it. He's underpaid. LeBron's underpaid. Mm-hmm. Whatever LeBron's getting paid, which is about $50 million, he deserves more. Okay? And the sacrifices that he has made on behalf of this league, he deserves every penny. And if, guess what, he can get his son into the league, ain't no problem because his son's still going to have to earn it once he gets here. It's no big deal. Leave him alone. These were my words. It's all on tape. It's all on camera. I'm not telling you something I said privately. It's all on the record. On the air. Opening night. LeBron and Bronny are there. The Griffies are there in baseball. Now, I don't know for anybody that don't know baseball, But as great as Ken Griffey Jr. was, a Hall of Famer, Pops wasn't shabby now. Pops could ball.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So you have people looking at it like, you got the Griffeys there, but this ain't that. LeBron is LeBron, but that's not Bronny. What is that? I am courtside at the Crypto.com arena. Like everybody else. Clapping, leaving it alone. I ain't say a word. Nothing. It's a beautiful moment. Right. LeBron deserves this. This is a good thing. It's all on tape. It's all on tape. And then the struggles come. And then I go on the air January 28th, I believe, because they had gotten blown out by Philly. And when he was on a court, it was like a minus 34 or minus 41 ratio, where he playing in the first quarter and J.J. Redick and then put him up against Tyrese Maxey for the Philadelphia 76ers. I said, now y'all done went too far. Because now you exposing him. And that was the problem. Because by exposing him, one or two things is going to happen. All I said was, at the time, 0.4 points, 0.4 rebounds, 0.3 assists. He's not ready. Unlike other people, I'm like, I believe in his potential. I think he got a chance, especially working with his dad, being the basketball savant that he is, working within the Lakers organization, going to the G League, averaging about 20. The brother got promise. I believe he's going to be there, but he's not ready yet. So when you put him in that position, one or two things are happening. You're highlighting that he's not ready, but in the same breath, you're daring us to do our job. Because when we say nothing, how we look, which is why I finally spoke up. And when I finally spoke up, it wasn't too brawny. Everybody's been getting at me. He attacked LeBron as a father. He's attacked him as a father. Yo, bro. It's the end of April. That was 2 months ago. I stand by every damn syllable I said. I ain't backing up 1 inch, even right now. Because what was I saying? I'm not talking about Pops in Brentwood or Bel Air or wherever else you got cribs. I'm talking about the Pops that showed up at the Crypto.com arena. You're putting this on Front Street for us. You are saying, that's my son. You are saying, my son can do this. You are saying you want me, get my son. You are doing all of this. You're bringing all of this attention to it. I said, how is that helpful? You're creating a storm. Because to ask us not to do our job, how long you think that's going to last? I said, I've been covering this league for years. When have I talked? I mean, I got ticker. I got stuff on the lower thirds on television. Great father, great husband, great philanthropist, great actor, great director, great businessman, great player. I mean, what do you want me to do? But you went too far for too long. You see nothing's happened since, right? Because you should have never did it in the first place. How many bites of the apple are you going to ask us to absorb? High school, college, draft, pros, games in the pros. How much stuff do you want us to ignore at the time? Now, I like what I've seen from Bronny since. In a little bit of moments that he's had. And I still believe in the kid and he has promise.
I think,
but
Stephen,
I was talking about his father.
Yeah.
And I meant it.
I looked at it.
At the end of the day, LeBron James was wrong. Period. Sorry, LeBron James fans. I know. You're angry and mad. No, he wasn't wrong. He was doing what a father should do. Stop typing. He's wrong. Because regardless of it, Bronny is a grown man. A grown man making $8 million over the next 4 years to play with the Lakers. That's his check with his name on it. LeBron James Jr., not senior. Okay? And it was wrong for him to approach Stephen A. Smith like that and tell him to keep his son's name out of his mouth. That was wrong. Because at the end of the day, your son's a grown-ass man, LeBron. He's a grown-ass man. And he should be able to take criticism. He should be able to take it, hear it, learn from it, be mad about it, and say, hey, I'm going to prove this guy wrong. If that's what it takes. You see how Shedeur Sanders is right now. I'm sure Dion want to cuss out every NFL GM he knows. I'm sure he's been cussing them out. But is he going to do that publicly? No. He's going to let Shedeur learn, grow, hopefully get better, and become the star he thinks he is. Time will tell. We shall see. Same for Bronny. So, LeBron James needs to chill with having it. I just think he doesn't like Stephen A. Smith because Stephen A. Smith is the top media guy. And as the top media guy, and LeBron James being the top guy in the NBA as far as legacy goes and just as far as greatness goes, he thinks they should be on the same footing. He thinks Stephen A. Smith should be hailing him as the greatest basketball player of all time. But unfortunately, Bron, you just aren't to a lot of people. To a lot of people, you're not. To your fans, yes. To the Bron sexuals out there, and I haven't said that in a long time because y'all have calmed down. But to them out there, you're the greatest to ever do it. And at the end of the day, it is what it is. You've proven enough for them to have that argument. And you should just, retire and go out gracefully. Not beefing with Stephen A. Smith. Anyways, let me know what y'all think in the comments below. I am Savvy Mike, and this is I Am Savvy Mike TV. Peace. And stop messing with the white women, LeBron.